Hey everybody, welcome to the Head Startup. On today's video, I'm going to be showing you how to avoid paying capital gains tax on your stocks if you're an Irish person. Apologies to any international viewers, and this is mostly tailored at Irish investors. So firstly, what is capital gains tax? So capital gains tax is tax that you have to pay when you sell your assets. An asset could be something like property, art, it could be your stocks, your any other investments. So when you make a profit on the sale of any of these, you have to pay a certain percentage of tax over to the taxman. So in Ireland at the moment, it is 33%, which is really, really high. It used to be around 20% 12 years ago, but it has gone up and up since the last financial crisis. So I'll give you a little calculation here so we can just really kind of visualize how much that you actually have to hand over. Say, for instance, if you bought a stock worth €1,000, and then a year later you sold it for €4,000. So you made a €3,000 gain. So 33% of that €3,000 gain is €1,000. And so 1,000 has to be now paid over the taxman. So that is absolutely heartbreaking for anybody who's really worked hard in order to spot an opportunity and make a nice gain. So what we need to do now is come up with a strategy in order to minimize the amount of tax that we need to pay. Like the most common advice that new investors get is to buy stocks and hold on to them for the long term. So they hold on to them for 5 or 10 years. But the advice that I'm going to give you now is kind of contrary to that. But bear with me, I'm just going to explain it now. So this is my strategy. So every Irish person gets an exemption every year from capital gain tax of €1,270. So you just get this once a year, so it doesn't accumulate from year to year. So if you don't use it in the year, you lose it. So my strategy is really built around maximizing the benefit of this tax exemption. So this strategy is also called the bed and breakfast style strategy. Something to do with getting a nice double bed in Skibbereen for the weekend. Basically what it is selling some of your stocks on the last day of the financial year and then buying them back on the first day of the next financial year. So in a couple of days time, I'm going to harvest some of the profits that I've made on my portfolio so far. So I'm just going to show you my portfolio at the moment. So I started this portfolio back in March. So I have a value of about €7,100 in my portfolio. So I'm using Revolut. So as you can see, I have a gain here of €1,611. So that's slightly above the annual exemption that I'm allowed of 1270. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to sell a lot of these stocks at the year end and harvest all of that gain and buy them back the next day because I want to keep investing in these stocks in the long term. So that way I've completely mitigated any tax that I need to pay on those gains. I see one mistake a lot of people make is they'll hold on to it for 5 years and that gain might turn into €5,000 or €6,000 and then they only have 1 year of capital gain tax exemptions to go against it and they end up paying a lot of tax. So the next most important thing that you need to know is how to basically pay any outstanding taxes that you have and to basically file a return. So if you sell your shares on, say, the last day of December, you have until the 31st of January in order to file a return and pay any outstanding taxes that are due. So hopefully there will be no taxes due, but even if it's zero, you still need to file a return with revenue. So if you want me to do actually a video on explaining how to file a return on this, drop it in the comment section and I'll work on a video for that. But it's very easy if you just go on to the revenue.ie. I'll leave a link below in the description section and that's going to explain everything you need to know about capital gains tax and what the dates are and what you need to do in order to register and how you need to file it and what you need to pay, what dates. So this is really useful on the revenue.ie website. I hope you enjoyed the video, and if you did, make sure to like and subscribe for future content like this.